Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Q Nostalgia here, and today I want to talk to you guys about Age of Empires Online. This is a game that sadly was shut down in 2014, and it has to be my all-time favorite real-time strategy game ever. For the most part, I don't really like real-time strategy games that much aside from the Warcraft games, so this was one of those games that just shined for me. I miss it to this day, and I think a large part of why that is because it had MMORPG elements in it. I'm going to touch on that in a little bit, but first I want to talk about a kind of like a small endeavor that's going on right now. I don't even know what to call it, but some of these people are trying to bring the game back. Evidently there was an editor that was used before the game came out or during the early stages of when the game first came out, where it was just kind of like a tech demo where you could go in and mess around a little bit. And people have that up and running where you could place trees and you can move units around and stuff like that. So there are people who are trying to recreate this, and I wish them all the luck in the world because I would love to be able to play this game again. It doesn't even matter to me. It does, but not so much if I got online. As long as I was able to play the game as I remember it in an offline setting against bots, that wouldn't be so bad. Because when they shut this down, guys, they just took away everything. And it's one of those things that's so frustrating. And it's one of the main reasons, well, it is the main reason why I started my channel over EQOA, EverQuest Online Adventures. It was shut down, and when you have a game that is just taken away like that, it just leaves a hole in your heart. I don't know how to explain it. If you really care about a game, and there's only really a few games that people care about, that they care about enough to, if they were gone, they would really miss them. And this is certainly one of those games. Just being able to play the game again, to build up my town the way I want to build it, to do the quests that I remember, to go against the bots, that would be amazing. But if they got it to work where you could play cooperatively and you can play competitively, that would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing, but I'll take offline. Because I remember when it was shut down, I was thinking, okay, are we going to still be able to play against the computer, against the bots? Are we still going to have the quests? Nope. Everything was gone. They took everything. Everything was scrapped. And that is such a shame because you know that the people that developed this, they had a passion for it. When you work on something like that, you care about it. And sadly, it's not the developers and the people that really pour their hearts into it that make these decisions. It's the guys up top, it's the top brass that make these decisions. These are business decisions. The game didn't do very well. When it first came out, things were too expensive from what I heard. I got into it a little bit late. I got into it around 2012. It came out in 2011. And it shut down, as I said, in 2014. But it's just a shame because there was so much there, and I thought it was just an amazing game. There was more depth there than your average strategy game. You could build your town any way you wanted, place buildings anywhere you wanted. You got things that you could unlock to show off in your town. There were skins that you could put on your soldiers to customize them, and as I said, there was gear that would drop. I believe there were daily quests you could do to unlock different factions, and there were 6 different factions in the game. I keep calling them factions, I'm sorry, they are civilizations. We had the Greeks, the Babylonians, the Persians, the Celts, the Egyptians, and the Norse. And obviously, as you can imagine, each one of these civilizations had different traits, different strategies that you can employ. They were very different, and they were very fun to learn and master, and I was by no means a master of this game. I was probably quite mediocre, but it didn't matter because I had a lot of fun. Now, obviously, the graphical style of this game is very stylized. It looks something like out of a Disney movie, or dare I say, World of Warcraft. I know there's a lot of people that'll make that. They'll make that connection. Torchlight. It has that stylized art, and I love that. I don't really care for the Empires games that have more of the realistic-looking style to them. I never really have. I don't know what it is with me. I just prefer stylized art. I feel that it lasts longer. It doesn't look as dated as, say, the older games that went for that more mature look, that more realistic look. It's bright, it's colorful, it's cheerful, it's got a lot of personality, and it just made the game even more fun, in my opinion. And the music in this game is phenomenal. It was phenomenal. You're listening to some of it now. I absolutely loved the Celtic music, and the different music would play for different civilizations, so it kind of gave you like that pride, that civilization pride, like that sense of belonging. This is my song, and I'm sailing in to just whoop everybody's ass right now. Now, sadly, the footage that you're looking at, this is coming from the official Age of Empires trailers and stuff, because I don't have any footage of when I played, guys. Back in those days, I didn't have a good rig, and it ran like crap. The game did not run very well at all. So by the time I got this rig, which just about a year ago, a little over a year ago now, I really wanted to play the game once I got a rig that could handle it. And because I know it affected my performance. The fact that things just kind of chugged along. In a real-time strategy game, you have to micromanage with the quickness, and that's really hard to do when your computer is just like having a stroke. And really, it's something that I probably should not have been playing with the hardware that I had, but it was serviceable. It was serviceable enough to where I could have fun with it. But it's always been something that has just stuck in my side like a thorn. Damn, I really want to play this now that I could actually run it as it was supposed to be ran, but it's gone. It's shut down, and this happens to so many good games. It's a shame. There should really be something out there where once these games are no longer profitable, they can go into some sort of an open source where people can host them for non-profit, where they don't monetize anything and they can just be there because these are works of art. And some people might laugh at me, video games are not art. Yes, they are. These are works of art. They should not just disappear. These are things that people have good memories of and they enjoy them. Imagine one of your favorite movies just being gone and lost forever, or your favorite painting or book gone and lost forever. Only video games have this problem, and it's something that really needs to stop. And I know that's a really romantic notion. Who's gonna like form a video game preservation society for online games that are shut down and never to be seen again? But it's something that I would really like to see happen. Sadly, right now, it looks like the only option that we have is just hoping that there are people that have the skills to bring things like this back, to work on them from the ground up and bring them back to the best of their ability. That's what's happening with EQOA right now. That's what's happened with a lot of games that have gone offline. They've been brought back by the community because the community genuinely loves these games, and the people that are in charge of them, they make the cold, callous business decision to shut them down and move on to other ventures. And I can't say I blame them. They're in this for the money. We're in this for the love of the games, and that's why you see the community hosting these things. And I wish these guys that are working on this, I wish them Godspeed. I wish them Godspeed, and I really hope that they get this done because I would love to once again hop into the world and enjoy this game. But at this point, I want to kick it over to you guys. Let me know what you think of Age of Empires Online. Did you play it? If you did, what was your favorite civilization? I'd have to say mine was probably a toss-up between the Norse and the Celts. Let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to rate it thumbs up. If you're new here, I ask that you please subscribe. I thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video.